walked into the building here this morning and the security guards were amped up. I can only imagine the players. Welcome to EA Sports. Enough talk, enough hype. Let's do this. Your first period is set to go. The Ducks start with possession as we are now underway. Quick feed to Solani. Poked away in the defensive end. Along the wing up the neutral zone. And loses possession after a solid hit. Here they are on the attack. And he makes the save with ease. Takes the pass. Knocked away by Niedermeyer. Jostling for the puck, and it's knocked away. They gain the offensive zone from the middle. Puck picked up by Solani. Centering feed. Great defensive play to pick off the pass. Along the boards, they battle for the puck back and forth. Dowds crossed the line and is on the attack now. Mitchell's the victim of a slash, and the official caught that. We got a penalty coming up.
Well, he was kind of using his stick as a weapon there, James. He was hacking and whacking, and these are the types of calls that need to be made because they can result in an injury.
And the power play unit takes to the ice their first chance to try to make something happen in this game.
Scoreless game right now, James, but an opportunity on the power play. You have to find a way to convert. Move that puck quickly and open up lanes.
And the puck's not loose. Skips out of the battle along the boards, and here we go. And he takes a shot. Nice block. Here's a chance to clear the puck from his own end. And the puck clears the zone.
That's why you want players with active sticks on your PK, James. They can close quickly and they can corral the puck and just fire it down the ice.
Fires it on net. And there's the save. Moves it quickly over to Kunitz. Good heads-up defensive play as he extends the stick. The Ducks played along the wing. Anaheim's got possession of the puck. And now it's over to Oates. Anaheim's got the puck in the corner. Picked up along the boards by Kunitz. Off the post and in.
Well, that's a real sneaky one that fooled the goaltender, James. Not much room available, but that one, perfectly executed. We see players work on this all the time in practice, James. It's about getting position net front, and then once that puck is coming towards you, you got to get your hands away from the body with great hand-eye coordination. Just get your stick on it. You're not sure where it's going all the time, but this time it winds up in the back of the net.
Anaheim's talked a lot about getting off to good starts, and look at this, case in point right here.
Well, yeah, you get up by 1 goal early in the game, and it just creates momentum all around your bench. Everyone gets on the ice. They want to contribute. They want to be the one to get the goal on the board and continue to increase this lead. I think they've been real effective to start this game.
Fires it! Here's a save by Giguère. And the puck stopper jumps on top of it to get a stoppage in play. Still plenty of time left in this frame. 1-0 is where we sit at this point.
Pronger's penalty is almost expired.
Both teams back to even strength, and after giving up a short-handed goal, it's an opportunity the power play unit would probably sooner forget.
The expectation when you're on a power play is to score a goal, not give up one, James. This is a tough one to take for this group.
The Ducks move the puck in the defensive zone. Looking to make something happen along the boards. Minnesota's got the puck inside the defensive zone. And he had the answer on that one. Good fight for the puck along the boards. Minnesota's got the puck along the wall. Anaheim's looking to break out. Quick pass to Leclerc. Receives the pass. Great use of the stick to poke it away. Here's a chance. Oh, what a block. He'll get a pat on the back from the coach when he gets off. If he can get off. Delayed penalty coming up here. Moves it to Hall. Whistle blows, stopping the play.
Well, this is a critical juncture of the game. You've got the 1-goal lead, and now you take a penalty. The PK unit has to be the task and kill this off.
Another chance here on the man advantage.
Well, they create a power play opportunity with hard work, and now it's an opportunity to get back in this game, James. Finding a way to move the puck quickly and create seams to get shots on net.
Koivu's side still short-handed here as they slide in for the face-off. And with the centers tied up, he swoops in to take possession. And they get the puck out. Tenacious battle for the puck along the wall. Unable to reach that one. Moves it to the middle. Blocked shot. A chance to clear. And they put it off the glass and out.
Well, the shorthanded unit, they find a way to get to this puck first, James. And the
scores! Go Shorty! It's a shorthanded one at that.
And this could be a turning point in the game, James. I mean, when you're on the PK and you look to attack like they did, that's unbelievable to recognize the opportunity to jump. And man, did they jump. And they end up capitalizing off of it.
Just moments away from the resumption of this power play. They're ready to drop the puck here for this faceoff. Kovassus won the draw at center. Niedermayer's got it in the defensive end. Here we go. Puck's in deep. The Wild have taken possession along the wall. Anaheim's gained possession. Here's a short pass to Pronger. Glove save. How did he get a piece of that? All sorts of pressure here in the offensive end. They've really turned it up a notch now. There's a collision. And that's taken in the corner. Oh, great save right there. Tremendous puck control here. Oh, another consecutive save.
Decision's in a lot of pain here, James, as he's trying to make his way back to the bench. He's injured somewhere in the shift, showing his passion to try and stay committed to the play. He's got to get off.
Face-off coming up here in the offensive zone.
Well, they'll want to continue with the sustained pressure because the goaltender, he is fatigued.
Nice job tying up his opponent. Takes it and looks ahead. Quick shot. Minnesota's coaches will not be liking that power play opportunity as they fail to convert and give up a short-handed one.
Well, that's a tough one for the power play team here, James, giving up a shorty on that one. What matters now is what you do next. Reset, refocus, and attempt to get back in this one.
Anaheim still got time here in this first period to increase this lead. Koivu's got the puck, and they'll go on the attack. Oh, stopped it! What a save on the play!
And there's nothing technical about that. That is all about the will to find a way to make that save incredible, James.
Misses over the net. The Ducks gain control of the puck. Working the puck deep inside their own end. Down the left wing, across into the offensive end. Zidlichky's tripped up, and the official's hand is in the air, signaling penalty. Carries it in. And he takes the pass. Oh, these home fans have had enough. They're wondering when a call's going the opposite way here, Cheryl.
You can hear the frustration right now with that third call in a row, I might add, James. I mean, this is a one-sided game, isn't it?
Unbelievable. Minnesota's power play unit puts their hard hats on as they go back to work.
Power play, you have so much ice available, you have to forget about the shorty you gave up earlier. Listen, you got the player advantage, you got to take it.
Quick feed to Lecision. Pass to the front. Oh, he got all of that. What a save by Jaguar.
The goaltender is very aware of where that puck is in that low slot area and defends his crease by getting out, being aggressive, and taking away any of the net.
Kovassus ready for the draw as we get set to resume this power play. Trying to get the puck out of harm's way. And they get the puck out of the zone, and that's a break for the squad.
Oh, yeah, this PK unit, they're out there for a reason, James. You have to be able to clear the puck, and it's easier said than done, but they make no mistake this time.
Here's a shot. Oh, looked like he had the corner, but he puts it off the side of the net. Oh, what a blocker stopped by Rolison.
But goaltenders are the last line of defense for a reason, and this time, he bails his team out.
There's a great use of the stick right there to poke it away. Good use of the body to knock them off the puck. He looks deep to Jones. Huge steal in his own end. The Ducks will play it from the defensive zone. Gets it out of his own end. Just a few seconds remaining here with this man advantage. Can they get something going here? Moves it quickly over to Jones. Oh, and he somehow got a little piece of it, and it stays out of the net. Koivu's ready for the draw as they continue to be shorthanded here. The Ducks start with the puck in their own end.
Fellows is about to get out of the box.
Picked up along the wall by Koivu. Man advantage is up. Both teams back to even strength.
Well, being on a power play is a privilege, James. Trust me, I know. I was never on it. When you get out there, you have to have some urgency and find a way to get it to the middle of the ice and get some opportunities on net. There was none of that.
More than half the period has expired. Anaheim's got some breathing room as they lead it 2-0. Minnesota's got possession here in their own end. They try to maintain possession inside the defensive zone. From center, they get into the attacking area. Locks it down with a stop. I think he got a blocker on that one. Slides it over with pace to Koivu. And that's taken away in the offensive end by Brandner. Nice poke check. The Ducks gain possession. And now he passes it to Niedermeyer. The Ducks play it along the boards. Tries to feed it over to Dowd. Gaining momentum along the boards. Anaheim's got a hold of it against the wall. Through the open ice, they're picking up steam. Puts it in deep. The Wild have the puck in their own end. Taken by Mitchell. Minnesota's got a hold of the puck. Moves it on over to Nolan. Quick pass to Brandner. And it banks off a stick in traffic. The Ducks gain possession along the wall. Here they come inside the neutral zone. Grabs the puck. Through center. The Wild have the puck against the boards. And he takes the dish. Sends it over to Jones. Good defensive stop with the poke check. The Ducks take it along the wing. Drives to the sweet spot. And he loses control here. And he serves it across to Jones. On the attack, they come down the right wing. He got all of that one. And makes the save. And now he moves it quickly to Kunitz. And there's the save. Here in the late going of the frame, 2-0 is where we sit. Offensive zone face-off, and he wins the draw. Oh, gets a little piece of it and keeps it out of the net.
This is an impressive save right here, James. I mean, there's a ton of net front presence, and so a lot of traffic that he has to battle through to find the puck, and he does, and he makes a nice save.
Anaheim's execution has been on point so far here in this first period. And they win the draw on their own end. Great poke check on the reach. Carney's lugging the puck. Feeds it over to Kuba. Tries to get the puck to Carney. Takes the feed at center and moves forward. Minnesota's got the puck. Snaps one on net. Oh, and gives up the body as he lays out for the block. What a selfless play. The Wild have gained possession off the wall. Here they come. Right up Main Street and on the attack. Here's a shot. Just gets a piece of it to keep it out. Wow. Gets the puck over to Niedermeyer. Knocked away with the stick by Carney. Marchand's hauled down. Penalty on the way. Let's get the official decision. The Wild have put themselves down a man, tripping the call. Our first look tonight at their power play unit.
An opportunity on their first power play of the game, James. And this is an opportunity to look at the coverage as well. See how they're playing it, whether they're going to be aggressive or sit back.
He tips it, and there's the save. And they'll cover it up, forcing a stoppage in play. Dowd's ready for the draws that will continue to try to kill off this penalty. Puck is dropped, and he wins the draw here in the defensive zone. Good, solid check, and he loses control of it. He grabs the puck here at the point. Oh, what a stop by Rollison.
Well, this is an incredible save, James. It's anticipation as well. Recognize that the shooter is in the low slot, getting in front of it and making the save.
Sends it into the offensive zone. Oh, and that's poked away in the offensive zone by Dowd. Answered the call there. They score! And a shorty at that!
Just love this goal, James. I mean, this is a PK, not just a PK, but a power kill. They go and attack when they recognize the opportunity, and they create this chance, and they put it away.
Granlund's recognizing they're still short-handed here as they get ready for the face-off. And they grab possession of the puck after that center ice face-off. Quick pass across to Oates. How did he stop that one?
Man, he was right on that puck. He knew exactly where it was. It was tight to the crease. He got out and challenged right away to make the save.
Can they capitalize on this power play? Here comes the face-off. Can they take advantage after winning that draw? Here's a shot. Makes the save as he gets a piece of it with the glove. Anaheim's put a lot of pucks on net, and they continue to lead late in the first. Oates won the draw, and they'll start off on the attack. No room for that one to get through. Minnesota's got the puck shorthanded. Shot! And here comes the judgment from the official.
A tight game at the end of a period, and you take a penalty. Your PKers have to come up huge and get you to the intermission.
Well, things should open up for both sides here with a little 4-on-4 action. Period number 2 set to go here. Officials moments away from dropping the puck. The second stanza is underway as the puck is dropped. Let's go. Well, we've seen a pretty good sample size already played thus far. Cheryl, your assessment.
Minnesota's had a slow start to this game, James. They're going to have to pick it up in terms of possession time. They're giving their opponent way too many opportunities and a lot of time with the puck.
The Wild have gained control of the puck along the wall. Brandner's got it into offensive territory. Takes a shot. Oh, and he just puts it wide of the net.
Sometimes players get into those scoring areas and they try and get a little too cute, and that's a result right there, not hitting the net.
Oh, great core strength to hang on to the puck after that. Trying to get something going here with this man advantage as they start from their own end. Cuts to the paint. Big time stop.
Giguère's movements are outstanding. I mean, he gets to position so quick. He's athletic, and he makes a huge save from the slot.
Minnesota's got the puck in the defensive end. Moves it to down. Takes a shot. Here's a shot. And it's stopped by the glove. Nice play there. Lots of time left in this period. The Ducks lead at 2-1 in what has been an entertaining game thus far. Minnesota's going to start with the puck inside the offensive zone. Anaheim's penalty killers deliver a huge effort to keep that one-goal lead intact.
Now, when you have the player advantage and you're down by a goal, you have to generate some momentum. And the first stop is putting it in the back of the net. And now they're back at even strength, trying to get back on the board.
Anaheim's really put the pressure on here offensively, and they lead in the second. And off the draw, they win possession. Slides it on over to Oates. From along the boards, moves the puck ahead. Shot! Here's a shot. And he comes up with the glove save. Officials are set. Players seem ready. We're ready to get this thing back underway. Anaheim's won the draw, and they'll go to work. And that goes off someone in front and doesn't reach the net. And the puck stopper hangs on to get a breather here for the team.
Oates is a great option for gaining possession at the faceoff dots, guys. He's got that quick draw zone ability, which means he's usually on the winning side of a puck drop.
Oates wins the faceoff in the offensive zone. Denies him! Streaking through center, they go on the attack. Here's a short pass to the Sishin. That's off a stick. Shigear's going to hang on for a whistle, and staying focused is key when you haven't seen a lot of work here, Cheryl.
Well, it's part of their mental preparation as a goaltender. Even when you're not busy, you have to stay dialed in, follow the action. He's doing exactly that, and he makes a nice cover.
Anaheim's won the draw. Tries to get it to Kunitz. Steps across the line and on the attack down the right side. Poked away at center by Oates. Quick feed to Curry. Here's a chance. Oh, and he comes up with a big stop there. Handles the pass. Dowd's got it in the offensive zone. Hard hit frees up the puck. Curry's moving the puck through his own zone. Puts it on net. Gives him a tap with a stick, and the referees don't like it. Here's the whistle. Let's get the official decision.
The refs are calling a really tight game, and man, this has been a parade to the penalty box, and the entire bench looks agitated, and as a result, they keep taking more.
Minnesota's got another opportunity here on the man advantage.
On a one-goal deficit on the power play now, you have to take advantage. You have to find a way to get the coverage moving and find good scoring opportunities.
And kick the scores! And we are tied after that power play mark.
Well, it's perfectly executed, and the coach has their most skilled offensive players out there for that very reason. They tied the game. Well, you have to want to make this play, James, because it's about driving and playing hard, and you know what you're going to be up against because you're driving the lane to the net. But he chooses to do it, takes the ice in behind the defender, and gets the net. I thought he was going to run out of real estate, but he doesn't, and he buries it home.
Lots of hockey left to be played in this period. The next goal could be a big one as we are tied. Moves it quickly over to Nolan. Turns it away. Goaltender covers it up. We get a whistle to slow things down. We haven't even hit the midway mark of the period. You can feel the energy in this crowd. It's a tie game. And they take possession here inside the offensive zone. And that carries off a stick. Lets it go. Oh, there's a great stop by Shigear. Solani's been brought down, and we're going to get a penalty here. Time for the officials to hand out the judgment. The Wild have put themselves short-handed, tripping the call. Face-off and another opportunity to take a look at the man advantage unit here.
They haven't scored yet in the game on the power play, but no need to get frustrated. They all bring a different skill set. It's the reason why they're out there.
They'll want to clear the zone here while they're trying to kill off this penalty. Anaheim's got the puck along the boards. From the open ice, they gain the line. Shot! Huge stop by Rolison. And that's knocked away by Mitchell. Trying to clear. Oh, great work getting the puck out of the zone.
James, when I played, this was my bread and butter. I never saw power play time, but I saw a ton of PK time, and you knew when that puck was on your stick, you had to clear it, not only to get fresh legs on the ice, but now you could contest the neutral zone and defend the blue line on entry. That is the critical piece to any PK unit.
Anaheim's through center and now in the offensive end. Minnesota's got it in their own zone. They get it out of the defensive end. Slides the puck ahead to Koivu. Shot! Denies him! He got all of it! Directed over to Bellows. And he slides it quickly to Solani. And uses the length of his stick to knock that puck away. And he was ready for that save. Into the offensive end, right up the middle. Time's up on the power play. Both teams back to even strength.
Specialty teams are so huge in any game, James, especially when it's tied. You don't want to fall behind and have discipline really be a factor in the game.
The Wild have taken possession in their own end. Minnesota's going on the attack as they gain the zone. Glove save made by Giguère. And the goaltender grabs that one for a whistle to try to slow things down here. Inching closer to the midway mark of this period. It's all tied up. Slides in off the wing after the centerman tied him up. Nice zone entry from the middle. Minnesota's looking to break out of their own end. Dowd's got it along the wing. Shot! Oh, and it stays out as he gets a piece of that one.
Well, these are the saves when you know that your goaltender is dialed in, James. The ability to get to the top of the crease and be square to the shooter, that's a great save.
And that's turned aside. Puck grab by Carney. Brandner's gained the line and on the attack. Oh, what a stop with the blocker by Giguère. Puck scooped up by Kunitz. Anaheim's in transition. Fires it on net. Oh, and he just got enough of that to keep it out. There's the whistle as the puck is frozen up. Past the midway mark of the frame, we are all tied up in this one. Oates wins the offensive zone faceoff, and here we go. And he was locked in on that save as play continues. Minnesota's in now. Poked away in the offensive end. Quick pass to Kunitz. He carries the puck up along the wing. Fires it! And the goaltender comes up with a piece of it to keep it out of the net. Officials getting ready to drop the puck to get play back underway. And sneaks in and grabs possession. Zidlichky's stick handling in his own zone. Up along the wing. Moves it to the middle. And that's stopped. Scores! And they tuck it into the back of the net.
Hang on there, James. I think they waved this off immediately. This goal is not going to count.
Play set to resume, and you can see they're still frustrated by that non-goal call. Granlund's won the draw inside the neutral zone. Taken along the wall by Brodziak. And he lowers the boom there. Made the save on the play. And now it's grabbed by Brodziak. And he keeps possession. Anaheim's got it behind the net. Niedermayer's taking it from his own end. Moves it to Marchand. Reaches out and uses the stick. The Wild have the puck in the defensive zone. Tries to get it over to Granlund. Broken up by Pronger. Here they come through center and into the offensive end. And the traffic neutralizes that threat. Whiffs on that, and he rings the post.
Anaheim's trying to gain some momentum in a tied game here, but it's tough to do when they keep ringing them off the post.
The Wild have possession along the boards. Quick shot! Stopped by the goaltender, getting a piece of that one. In close! Oh, wow! Snuffs again!
That's a fantastic save by the goaltender, but his team has to do a better job of protecting the middle of the ice. Those high-danger scoring chances eventually go in.
Here's a shot! Oh, a clutch save! Scooped up along the wall by Solani. Minnesota's gained possession along the boards. Along the side, here they come through the neutral zone. Gets the full use of his stick on the poke check. And a huge stop by the goaltender at point-blank range.
Giguère's been dominant in the crease tonight. He's turned away a lot of high-danger shots, and he's really found a way to build some momentum for his team, giving them a real opportunity to win.
And they take possession after the defensive zone faceoff. And a nice takeaway in the defensive end by Curry. Minnesota's got possession here in the neutral zone. Strong defensive effort. Slides the puck over. Kunitz plays it now. And he slides it quickly to Curry. There's the whistle as the puck stopper elects to hang on. Here in the later stages of this period, we got a tie game. Oates wins it. They'll go to work now on the attack. Turn that chance aside. Right through center and into the offensive zone. And he takes the feed. Slides the paddle in there and pokes it away. No quarter given here as they battle for the loose puck along the boards. Trips it on net. Fantastic save.
Goaltender spends so much time doing tracking exercises, and it's utilized right here as he knows where this puck is coming from, and he makes the save.
Puck picked up by Oates. Oh, wow, another great stop.
This is a fantastic save, James. He's all over it. What I mean by that is he knows exactly where it is.
Scores! Rips it off the pipe and into the net. Wow!
He almost needed a double take there, James. When you hear that sound, sometimes you think it's out, but this one goes in. We see players working from this area all the time in practice. A quick snapshot. Goalie can't get set to position in time, and it winds up in the back of the net.
The Wild have jumped in front late in period number 2.
Wow, this is a huge and timely goal. If they can hold on to this lead heading into the intermission, you know that it's going to be a positive environment in the room, and they're going to come out flying to start the third. They've set themselves up nicely.
The Ducks gain control of the puck against the wall. Slides it diagonally to Carney. Anaheim's got it against the boards. Broken up with the stick in the defensive zone. Steps inside. Puck is scooped up here inside the offensive zone by Nolan. Puck is frozen, and we get a stoppage in play. Here in the late goings of the period, Minnesota's got a 1-goal lead. Granlund's won the draw. Good hit to bump him off the puck. Here's a short pass to Pronger. Fires it into the offensive zone. Minnesota's looking to break out. And now they look to make something happen from the neutral zone. Centering feed! Blocked shot! And the puck leaves the zone going back to center ice. Here's a shot! Beautiful glove stop on that one. Anaheim's had the shots tonight, but they cannot find that finish here late in the second period. Granlund's won the faceoff, and now let's see what they can do. Fires it. Oh, what a save on the play. Wow.
Oh, that's grand larceny, James. I mean, he just stole one away from his opponent. What a save.
Play continues here, but this crowd's still buzzing after what we saw. what a stop that was.
Well, yeah, and they're saying thank you to the goaltender right now, James. They're still on their feet. They're electric right now. And really, it's a nice feeling. Why? Because it doesn't always go this way. So when you have it, you embrace it.
To play clean. Join us in our arena as the first sports and entertainment facility in the entire country to use 100% renewable energy. Drop your plastic cups, bottles, and clean paper products in the Play Clean recycling bins located throughout the arena. Thank you for joining us in a campaign to save energy and keep our city clean.
And they are ready to drop the puck on period number 3. And the puck is dropped, and we are underway here in the third. The Ducks take possession in the defensive end. Carries it across the line. Takes a shot. That sails over the net. Quick feed to Brandner. Poked away by Pronger. And he takes the feed. The Ducks take it along the wall. A chance in front! Monster save by Rolison.
This is a dialed-in goaltender, very aware, knows where the shooter is in that low slot, and makes the save.
The Ducks need to get one back here as they trail early in this third period, despite putting a lot of pucks on net. Oh, and he takes possession of the puck from off the wing with the centers all locked up there off the draw. Minnesota's got it into the offensive zone. Takes a shot. Just gets enough to keep it out. In front, and a stoppage on the play as the goaltender covers things up. We're still in the early stages of this period. Minnesota's got a 3-2 lead at this point. And they win the draw here in their own end. Takes the feed. Angles it over to Oates. The Ducks looking against the half wall. Shot! Oh, what a save in front. Grabbed along the board by Oates. Unloads one. And he gets a piece of that one and denies it. Minnesota's got it in their own zone. Gaining momentum along the wing. Anaheim's gained possession. And it's a quick pass to Kunitz. The Ducks carried along the wall. Oh, I thought he was going to be beaten, and he scores! And we are back to even.
Yeah, tie game now, James. I really like the energy that they showed throughout the game, but now it's about channeling the energy they've just created and doing something with it. Man, I would love to freeze frame that shot, James. The torque on his stick to be able to get that shot off with that amount of force, incredible.
Puck possession so critical. Another face-off coming up here. The Ducks win the draw. Slick feed. Here's a chance. Oh, and he gets in front of that to make a great save. Moves it quickly over to Zidlicki. Moves the puck along the half wall. Loses possession after he takes a little hit. Shigears opted to hang on to the puck for a face-off. The Ducks win the draw. Takes the knock, but he's still got the puck. Handles the puck. Minnesota's got a hold of the puck now. Here's a blast. And that's turned aside by Shigears. Takes that pass back at the point. And that's turned aside by Shigears. Ref blows the whistle as the puck's covered up. Still plenty of time left in this frame. The next goal could be a big one as we are tied. Off the draw, and he ties up his opponent. Great forecheck by Coyle. Anaheim's crossed the line and on the attack. And just got a piece of it to keep it out. Lecision's got the puck in his own zone. Quick pass to Brodziak. Minnesota's got the puck along the wall. Spectacular stop by the goaltender. How did he hang on to that?
As a goaltender, you want to make yourself as big as possible, and that's exactly what he does right there and just takes away the net.
Plenty of playing time left in this frame. You can feel the energy in this crowd. It's a tie game. He was locked in there. And he's pulled over to the ice and loses the puck. Moves the puck to Bellows. Through the neutral zone up along the wing. Broken up with the stick in the defensive end. Pokes it away in his own end. And now he moves it to Bellows. And a poke check knocks the puck away. Anaheim's got control of it now from their own end. Grabs the puck in the defensive zone. He's got a step. Oh, denies him on the play.
And this is a great play by the tender to anticipate and get across to make that save.
Taken by Oates. Now a quick pass to Niedermeyer. The Ducks take it across the blue line. And that's poked away by Lecision. Loose puck battle along the boards. The Wild have taken possession along the wall. And the shot dies in the traffic jam. Sends the pass over. Back at the point, they set it up. They are really buzzing here in the offensive end. And they'll skate it out of the zone. Moves the puck across to Nolan. Moves it to Dow. Oh, that just goes wide.
There's so many moving parts in the game of hockey, which is why it's one of the most difficult sports in the world. And he gets to that primetime scoring area. You don't get that too often, and he just sails it and misses the net.
Picked up along the boards by Kunitz. A centering feed! And he shuts down a great scoring chance there.
Oates has been so dangerous tonight. He wants that puck on his stick. He's got 2 goals already, and he's looking for the hat trick.
Can't hang on to the biscuit after that. Down the right side and into the zone. Works it across to Leclerc.
I've really enjoyed this game tonight, James. It's been tight, it's been fast-paced, defensively structured, and you never know which way it's going to end.
Puck is frozen, and we'll get a face-off. Past the midway mark in this period, it's all tied up. Anaheim's won it. Now they'll go on the attack. Minnesota's got the puck inside the defensive zone. Gets it over to Niedermeyer. Handles the pass at center. Here's a short pass to Leclerc. The Wild have the puck in their own end. Carries it into the offensive end up the middle. Sends it to the middle. Oh, and he comes up with a stop. Anaheim's got the puck. The Ducks cross the line and gain the zone. Puts it on net. Oh, and somehow he gets a sliver of it and keeps them at bay. Quick feed to Mitchell. Enters the offensive zone from the left. Sends it to the middle. Great defensive play to pick off the pass. Shot. Here's a shot. Glove save. Moments away from the face-off. Let's get back to the action. Well, that's one way to win the draw as he skates away with the puck after the 2 centers were tied up. Moves it quickly over to Granlund. Takes the feed. Shot! Big-time stop. Quick pass to Carney. Comes up with the block. Absolutely fearless. Picked up along the wall by Koivu. On the attack along the boards. And that goes off a player in front. Takes the puck at the point. Moves it to Allen. Kuba's got it in the defensive end. They've got numbers here. Here's a short pass to Koivu. The Ducks gain the zone. Gets in front of it. There's the whistle as the goalie hangs on. Well past the midway mark of this period, we are all tied up in this one. Oates won the draw, and they'll start off on the attack. Great use of the twig as he pokes that one away. Puck knocked loose after that hit. The Wild have gained possession off the wall. Minnesota's got a hold of the puck. Drives to the page. Oh, he made the save. How did he stop it?
I have no idea, James. I mean, he was down and out, but profound athleticism and desperation got him back in to make it.
Oates has it in the defensive end. Shot. Oh, it stays out. He got a piece of that one. And we get a whistle as the goaltender decides to hang on to this one. Getting into the later stages of this period, we got a tie game. Oates wins the draw. They'll look to set up here offensively. And the traffic jam in front blocks the shot. Here they come on the attack down the right side. Fires it on net. Makes the save. Sends a pass over. Denies him again.
That's a fantastic sequence of saves there, James. He was so dialed in, he tracked it perfectly.
A big face-off here inside the offensive end. Anaheim's taking possession in their own end. Through the neutral zone now, picking up steam. And swallows that shot up right in the team logo. A critical draw here. The Ducks will start off on the attack after winning the draw. A big draw looming here in the offensive zone. Anaheim's won the draw and they'll go to work. The Wild have gained control of the puck in their own zone. Grabs it in his own end. The Ducks play it along the boards. Anaheim's got the puck against the half wall. And now he moves it quickly to Bellows. Oh, what a stop! Here's a shot. Oh, and another quick stop. Tremendous intensity here in the offensive zone. And they've got it in their own end here. There's a hit right there. Dishes it to Jones. Fires it. And that goes off a stick somewhere in traffic. And he slides it quickly to Curry. Hugs the boards through the neutral zone. And that's broken up. Minnesota's got a hold of it against the wall. Dowds lugging the puck. From along the walls, they're gaining momentum. Moves it to the middle. And that shot's blocked. The Ducks will play it in their own end. Quick pass over to Niedermeyer. The Ducks play it along the wing. Here he is, wristed on net. Monster blocker stopped by Rolison.
Does a great job with some great pushes to get to the top of his crease and make the save from a high-danger area.
Drives to the crease. Oh, he kind of struggled with that one, but he got just enough to keep it out.
Well, he makes an incredible save on a point-blank shot here, James. I love the way he's aggressive, he's competitive, and he wins the battle.
And he uses his reach to disrupt the play. And he hangs on just as time runs out. And we are just moments away from overtime. Overtime has started, and remember, you only need one shot to win this one. A chance to win it. There's the whistle. We'll get a face-off after the goalie covers up. This is a face-off they'll definitely want to win here inside the offensive zone. Minnesota's won the draw. And he slides it quickly to Granlund. Here they come up along the wing. Uses the force on that hit. Handles the puck from the left side. To the front. Pokes it away. Scores! And look at that wave. Hang on a second here.
I do not think that this is going to count. The official waved it off immediately.
Oh, boy. Face-off coming up, and you can tell there's still a little frustration in their faces after that non-goal call. Anaheim's going to start off with the puck here in the neutral zone after winning that face-off. Huge stop by Rollison. In front of the net, the goaltender covers up for a whistle on the play. A lot on the line here in this offensive zone face-off. And they win the offensive zone face-off. Now let's see if they can capitalize. And someone's going off here as the ref's hand goes high in the air.
Well, overtime is sudden death, and now you find yourself shorthanded. While the PK unit, they know their role. They need to come out here, sacrifice their bodies, and get it done.
What an opportunity looming as they go back to work on the power play.
Power play in overtime. You know the players, the heart rate is elevated. They're on their toes. The coach's responsibility to settle them down, remind them of their systems so they can get out on the ice and execute.
Looking to make something happen along the boards. Game on his stick, and he comes up with a huge save. Minnesota's got a hold of it along the wall. Quick feed to Dowd. Looking to end it, and he keeps it alive. What a stop. And that's off a stick. Out of midair, he swats it down to the ice. Moves it quickly over to Brandner. Great reflexes, another save. Goaltender covers it up, and we'll get a reset here. Koivu's side still short-handed here as they slide in for the faceoff. Anaheim's won the faceoff deep in their own end. And they get the puck out of harm's way. Minnesota's got possession of the puck. Tries to feed it over to Dowd. And that's some great pressure in the offensive end by Koivu. Denies him on the one-timer. Minnesota's got the puck in the defensive end. Dowd's going to play it against the half wall. Denies that opportunity. And the puck leaves the zone. They'll be forced to regroup at center. Time of the essence here.
Yeah, they can't skate it. They got to move it to be able to... Oh, well, there's going to be a call on that one, James.
Minnesota's going to be hard-pressed to find better opportunities to win it than that as they come up empty-handed with the power play. There's the whistle. Let's see what the referee saw.
They got to put a pin in the penalty balloon here, James. The frustrating calls, no question about it. They got to figure out a way to control their emotion and get back in this game. Well, I really like them working off the 1-3-1 sequence that they were successful on earlier, James. It really opens up the ice. So you're using and stretching the entire zone. And listen, there's a lot of ice for the defense to cover. So you can look to the flanks, you can look to the bumper, but a lot of options off of it.
Oh, my goodness, it stayed out. What a save.
It was all but in, James, and that athleticism and the will to get to that puck, that was on display. Such an impressive save, James, and I love to look at these ones again because it's not just being in great position, it's being desperate. It's finding a way to get to the puck, keeping your eye on it at all times, tracking it, out-battling and out-willing everyone around you.
Ruchin's ready for the draws. They will continue to try to kill off this penalty. Nice job tying up his opponent. Quick pass to Zidlicki. Makes the save on the slapper. Kovasu's ready for the draw as we get set to resume this power play. Nearing the final minute of OT. Moves it to Mitchell. Too much traffic in the lane. Taken along the wall by Mitchell. Here's a shot. Anaheim's got possession while undermanned. And a successful clearing attempt. Quick shot! Oh, what a stop by Jaguar! They are really feeling it now here in the ozone. Oh, what a stop on the play! Takes the puck here. Great save on the play! And they'll finally get a chance to catch their breath here as they get it out. Minnesota's got the puck along the wall. Read that perfectly with the poke check. Here's a shot and makes the save. Back to the blue line. Scores! What an OT winner! A tenacious effort, and they get rewarded with the OT victory.
When we have a look at it, James, it looks like it's redirected, and that's just beautiful timing and get the hands away from the body, be able to get it to go the opposite direction of the goaltender.
Hope you had as much fun as we did bringing you the action here from all of us at EA Sports. I'm James Cebulski. Peace.